What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Always Compete Seahawks podcast. I am Sam. That is Mike. Today we got some fire for you. We're gonna be breaking down entire day 3. We are starting this recording at 8:56 p.m. Eastern time. So on April 30th. So we do not know if there's any major UDFA moves after this.
Yeah.
I don't really know what's going to happen. So
No, I don't
we'll
either.
make a video breaking that down if something happens. But at the moment, we are going to be breaking down 15 players so far. Actually, no, maybe 16 players because we have 5 draft picks today. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, 16 players.
Quick maths.
And we got a long road ahead of us. So
we do.
I say we just dive right in real fast. Of course, if you aren't subscribed already, subscribe. We're gonna have some fun content on the way.
Woo!
Some OGs last year.
We always have fun.
OGs last year know what happens around this time. We're not gonna say, just stay tuned.
Just what's up. You guys know what's up.
Let's start at pick 109, where Mike, me and your dreams came to fruition.
I just want to say, for those of you who have been watching our mock drafts, we killed it. We absolutely killed it.
Very accurate, actually.
The guys we
mocked Bo Melton to us a few times.
We mocked Bo Melton. We definitely mocked Kobe Bryant at least 4 or 5 times. We mocked Tyrique Woolen there 4 or 5 times. And I think we even threw Tyrique Smith in there once or twice.
We mocked Abe Lucas, and we mocked Charles Cross, and we mocked Boye Mafe. Boye Mafe and Charles Cross were in our last mock draft.
I mean, John Schneider don't got shit on us anymore, man. We solved the formula.
We are directly connected to John Schneider.
Right. And as we told you guys, he was going to call us on draft day. So a lot of these picks were actually our picks. So maybe a little insider trading there, obviously. But, yeah. I mean, 109, I heard Kobe Bryant, and I was thrilled, man. I was absolutely thrilled with Kobe Bryant. I'm going to give that pick an A. Number 1, fills a position of need. I think it's great value. Like I said, he was one of my – if you guys watched our underrated, overrated prospects video, he was one of my most underrated prospects. I loved Kobe Bryant. Big value, big position of need. Absolutely love that pick. Sam, I'm pretty sure you feel the exact same way.
I actually give it an A- for one reason, that I feel that Kobe Bryant doesn't have – my one main knock on Bryant was that I love his play, and I think he has an insanely high floor. I question his ceiling over time. I don't know how much better of a player he is going to get, because I feel that if he stays this way now, he's going to be a serviceable, good NFL corner. I just don't know if he has the steps to take it to like elite territory, which
I can see that.
So I give it an A-. I love the pick still. I think this guy has the possibility to step in right away and contribute.
Yeah,
Trey
Brown, I was about to say, and like you said, even if he's just a solid, slightly above average corner, to get that in the 4th round, that's really good value. I think that's really good value to get that in the 4th round. I mean,
this guy's a leader. He's a very humble man. He's a competitor. He fits what Pete Carroll would like. So I'm very ready to get Kobe Bryant on this team. I am now a Kobe Bryant stan. I mean, yeah. We got 153 now, and this is another one that I gave an A-.
Yes.
Tyrique Woolen, 153.
I think, and this is not a good or a bad thing, I think Tyrique Woolen is the opposite of Kobe Bryant. You were just talking about Kobe Bryant. Has a high.
I think I said that earlier in the Seahawks group chat. I said the exact same thing. They are the polar
did not
opposite.
See that. I'm not trying to steal your thing, but I can see what you're saying. I think Tyrique Woolen's ceiling is way higher, but his floor is way lower. And they mentioned it during the broadcast on ESPN. They said, this guy's only been playing corner for 2 years, right? He is raw. He is very, very, young in his cornerback days. And to bring in a guy like that, a converted wide receiver, who does that remind you of? Richard Sherman. Yeah. I really like this guy's tape. We, again, mocked this guy a lot. I think this guy's got big potential. I think this is a great pick. And, again, fills a position of need. I also gave this one an A. I was very, very happy with Kobe Bryant and Tyrique Woolen going back-to-back for the Seahawks.
I gave this one an A- as well. Once again, insane boomer bust prospect.
Yeah.
Where you could get literally a perennial all-pro corner, or you could get a guy who's out of the league in 2 years.
Right.
You don't know what you're going to get here.
And I think a lot of Seahawks fans, I'm trying to think of even another comparison, like a converted wide receiver, but like obviously every Seahawks fan Richard Sherman was pick 154, I think.
154, yeah.
Yeah, and Tyrique Woolen was 153. So obviously that there's just a natural comparison right there. But it doesn't always work out. But I think it can in this instance, and I'm very excited. So A for me. If nothing else, it's just corner depth. And they mentioned it too on the broadcast that he plays a lot of like the cover 3 type of defense, which I think is going to be good for a Pete Carroll team.
Yeah.
So really would like that.
I mean, I love it. Yeah, I do love it.
Pete Carroll has been proven to be good with his DBs over his time here. So
yeah, so we doubled up at our back-to-back picks, 109, 153. We doubled up at another position at 158, moving to Tyrique Smith out of the University of Ohio State University. The Ohio State University. Defensive end. I do like this pick a lot. I think this is a guy who has good upside long term as an outside linebacker. He fits the build. He's said that they want him to play standing outside linebacker.
Yeah.
He fits the build. He actually had the second highest pressure rate of any player in the country last year at 23%.
Was Will Anderson number 1 in that?
I don't know.
I believe it was Will Anderson.
I didn't look that.
Just every chance for me to honk on the horn about him.
But I'm saying he had a 16% higher pressure rate than the literal first overall pick of the draft. So
crazy. Crazy to me.
No, Smith is a solid player. I like what he can bring this team as an immediate contributor and down the road as well. He's plays with an insane motor. He's very into football. You can tell he's a guy. He's just a football guy. He's giddy to get to the quarterback every play. Has a big variety of moves. I think that I gave this pick a B. I think it's right down the middle. Just a really solid, good pick. Possesses some long-term upside. Pretty solid floor. I like this pick.
Yeah, no, I gave this pick a C+, kind of the same vein of what you're thinking. Obviously, you get later in the draft, you're not getting these prospects who are world beaters. But I think he's solid. Again, edge rusher's position of need. We took Boye Mafe, we took Tyrique Smith. Worst case scenario, obviously, he could be a rotational guy, maybe play a little special teams. But I like the pick. I have nothing wrong with it. I think he could provide some good upside, obviously, and you can't have too many edge rushers. So I gave it a C+. I was pretty happy with the pick, but it was nothing crazy or mind blowing.
Yeah. 229. I thought that we'd go wide receiver a bit earlier in this draft. We end up going there at 229, swooping up Bo Melton, wide receiver out of Rutgers. I gave this pick a B+. I had Melton as a 5th round player.
Yeah, I gave it a B as well. I liked it. In terms of value.
I had Melton as a 5th round player. I thought that his speed was really good. Mixed with the fact that he played in one of the worst Division I programs with one of the worst quarterback teams in the country. And he comes in and puts together a season that is good enough to get drafted at all is kind of a miracle.
Yeah.
But Melton is a very talented player. This is very Freddie Swain-esque, a guy who can return, a guy who's fast, a guy who's a polished route runner. This is a guy who could come in and contribute in a Freddie Swain-esque way right away, where he could be a guy who by the end of the year has 20 catches for 200 yards or something like that. And he's making steady contributions to the team. This is not an earth-shattering pick, but I think it's a great value pick, and I think it's a good experience to get here at 229.
No, yeah, I totally agree. I gave it a B as well. I think, fast. I think when you get into these later rounds, like 6th, 7th round UDFAs, you're looking for guys with special traits. And he's very fast. He is very fast. He's a burner. Like you said, he could play maybe a Freddie Swain-esque role. Another thing I was thinking about earlier today is, with Shane Waldron hopefully having more control this year, he's going to want to implement more of those, motions, end-around type activities. This is a guy you could plug in the slot and give him an end around and he gets 7-8 yards. So speed is always a good trait. It's probably the single best trait that you could have for like a weapon.
It got Tyquan Thornton picked in the 2nd round. So
yeah, that's wild. That's wild. But
yeah,
I think this is a guy, he can make some plays, but obviously you're not expecting 1,000 yards from 7th round pick. But for the value, I really liked it. Yeah, it was a good pick. I'll give it a B.
At 233, this is a bit more of a swing that you would expect in the 7th round. Tyrique Young, wide receiver out of Lenoir-Rhyne. I gave this pick a B minus mainly because the potential here, once again, it's so low of a risk.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in the bottom half of the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
This is a guy who has running back background, is 6'3", 220, and ran a 4.4-ish 40-yard dash.
Yeah.
I mean, he said that teams have asked him to play in a Debo role. We might be able to get a guy who's who's DK Metcalf sized.
Yeah.
And is a versatile player for us. And if not, it's a 7th round pick. Boo-hoo.
Yeah.
It's fine. I gave this pick a B minus. There's really no harm in it. And the upside is clearly there.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. Like with those late round picks, that's really what you go for is upside. I don't think in my life I'll ever give a 7th round pick an F. Like it's just so
impossible. It really is.
So little.
It's because
risk.
Most 7th round picks are value picks because it's very hard to reach for a guy in the 7th round.
Yeah, it's a guy like that unless they're just god awful and you take him in the 7th round. You know what I mean? 7th round, it's like, oh, if he makes a roster, he's a 7th round pick. Who cares? And if he's good, he's good. It's a good pick. So yeah, I gave it a B as well. Like I said, you can get creative. You can put him in different packages. Hopefully he can play maybe a little miniature Debo Samuel role, can give us some running back depth, some wide receiver depth. Who knows? But really my grade is just because it's the late 7th round. Who cares? We just got a guy. And, it's not really a waste of a pick in the late 7th round. So that's kind of my thought on that.
Yeah, I'm really not complaining. Mike, going down my list, my grades are Cross A, Mafe B+, Walker B-, Lucas B+, Bryant A-, Woolen A-, Smith B, Melton B+, Young B-. That's where I stand. If you had to sum up the Seahawks draft in one letter grade, what are you giving it?
B+. B+, solid job. They filled the positions of need. They got 2 tackles. They got 2 corners. They got 2 edge guys. They got a couple wide receivers. They really tried to fill the biggest needs. And I think the biggest thing about what they did, which I respect, is they clearly did not reach for a quarterback. They did not feel comfortable with any of the guys on the board. And as much as I know we wanted Malik Willis, if their scouting told them that Malik Willis was a 4th or 5th round guy and they had an opportunity to take him the 3rd and they didn't, then that tells me that they had a plan. They had guys that they liked. They clearly wanted Kobe Bryant. They clearly wanted, Abraham Lucas, Tyrique Smith, all those guys around that area. So to be patient and to understand that this is a process is, to me, a very good sign. And hopefully next year we have 2 first-round picks next year. So however good we do next year and the Broncos pick, hopefully that's the plan. I think that's the plan, is to move up and get a quarterback next year. So I was very happy with the Seahawks draft. First time in my life I've ever been able to predict who the Seahawks were going to draft. Me and Sam, we got a lot of these names.
Yeah, we got a lot of these names right. And
I think in our last mock draft, we definitely picked Cross at 9. We definitely picked Mafe. We probably picked Kobe at some point as well. And like Kobe, Tariq Woolen, those were guys that we picked in pretty much every mock draft. Zion McCullum, I thought we could maybe get him later, but he was taken. I think the pick before Tyrique Smith, I think he was taken. So I thought we were going to go 3 for 3 there for a second, but no. Was honestly very happy with this draft. The only complaint I have, the biggest complaint I have, is with Kenneth Walker. And in 3 years, I might look like an idiot for complaining if he's a game changing running back. So
dude, I've been telling everybody their worst pick. I've been telling everybody in the Seahawks fandom this. You guys are gonna love this guy when he goes for 1,200 yards in 2 years, because he's set up. This guy is a workhorse, and he is set up so well to just have lucrative yardage. Yeah.
And I think if our worst pick of the draft was the consensus number 1 running back, then I think that's a pretty good draft.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good draft.
Pretty good draft. I mean, I give this draft an A-, man.
I'll give it an A. I'm gonna give it an A, like to a B+. That range right there. That's what I'm gonna think.
I'm gushing over this draft. We made the smart picks because they filled needs.
Yeah.
We picked for value, we picked for fit, and we picked for need all at the same time. I don't remember the last time the Seahawks have ever done anything like this.
And I think another thing that's very encouraging, and I touched on this a few minutes ago, but it's very self-aware. The Seahawks did not make this draft with the intention to win the Super Bowl next year. I think that's very obvious, right? They know they're not going to win the Super Bowl next year. And again, if they would have reached on like a Malik Willis or whatever, then I would have been a little worried. They are building the blocks for the future. You potentially from this draft have 2 starting corners, a bookend at left and right tackle. You have edge rushers. You got a couple solid wide receivers. They are building this team for the future because they know that next year is not the year that they're going to win the Super Bowl again. So to have that kind of patience and to have that kind of self-awareness when, a lot of us wanted John and Pete's head before the season started, before the offseason started, I think that's very impressive. Yeah. I mean, I think
last year, like when we picked Diaz-Goodge first round.
Yeah. Second round.
I liked the pick, but I'm like, dude, Creed Humphrey was there.
Yeah. I don't know.
He's the better player and it fills a bigger need.
Yeah.
It makes more sense. Like, imagine if we would have picked like, I don't know, what's like kind of a need, but like really isn't.
Like a third wide receiver, maybe.
Yeah, like what if we picked Garrett Wilson at 9 with Charles Cross on the board?
Oh my God! Or like George Pickens at 40 or whatever.
With Boye Mafe, like
right.
You're like, it's a need, sure, but there's a better player and a better fit.
Right.
We filled those fits.
We did. And one thing that I've been seeing a lot of people talk about that's very ironic, and I think it's kind of funny, but it's also kind of correlates with each other. I'm stuttering right now because I'm so excited. A lot of people are saying, isn't it ironic that the Seahawks finally fixed their offensive line after Russell Wilson gets traded? And while I will say, yes, that is pretty funny, part of it is because of Russell Wilson getting traded. Like, we would not have got Charles Cross had we not traded away Russell Wilson. Like, there's ain't no way in how we were going to take, the third best tackle in the draft without having a first round pick. So I think part of it is Russell Wilson and the assets we got from him. And part of it's just like, you know what? I think they're realizing that they needed to fix the offensive line. They had some guys that they liked, and I'm happy with their pick so far.
I'm very happy with what we did. And we now have to move on to what just changed to 12 undrafted free agents.
Oh, we had another one?
Camp invites.
Okay.
And by the way, the one that just signed has just agreed to step on to the podcast. So
let's go.
That's
the same one from before, Sam?
No, different.
Oh my God. Okay, we're pimping right now. We are pimping.
Okay, let me just finish up this text here.
While Sam texts future NFL players, I'll take I'll take this opportunity to say, you guys have been so amazing. We have been trying to crank out as many videos as possible. We've been texting all the time.
Sweating.
We've been like, machining it, and we've seen a skyrocket rise in subscribers, and you guys are commenting like crazy. You guys are liking the videos, and that just means so much for us. We appreciate that so much that our work is being reciprocated from you guys. So just want to take this time to say thank you so much. You can expect a lot more videos coming out because I am done with college in about 14 days. And so definitely won't be spending time with any girls here. So I'm just be talking about Seahawks on the internet.
Mike, that is so sad.
That was so sad. That's a joke. Kind of, okay. Not really. But
I mean, yeah, that's the saddest thing I've ever heard in my life. But anyways,
please subscribe. It's the only source of happiness.
Let's talk about this, about these undrafted free agents, beginning with
let's do it.
Joshua
Joe
Jiogu. I'm saying that right, mate.
Joshua
Onujogu. This guy out of Framingham State, just above my state in Wareham, Massachusetts. Defensive end. This guy's 6'3". Mike, I'm going to tell you all the measurables, all the numbers I got on.
I want to hear it.
This guy's 6'3", 250, senior. Last season, 11 games played, 68 tackles, 13 and a half sacks, 1 interception.
Whoa.
That guy is not playing incredible, teams here. This guy's playing like Western Connecticut State University and all that. But,
right. 13 and a half sacks. I mean, that's production.
This guy's a Division III player who's on a top 30 visit. Pete and John obviously like him. you know, I don't see any harm in it. You know, I mean, it's just kind of it's a good pickup. It's a potential pickup. He's a
Yeah.
little undersized, but judging from the 13.5 sacks and the 1 interception, this guy might have some drop back
Yeah. I
in
mean,
coverage
don't tell Ken
upside.
Norton. Don't tell Ken Norton, bro. He'll put him in coverage every play.
Yeah, I mean, anyways,
His
so
ass gone, so it doesn't matter.
yeah. So the next guy up,
I like it. I like that pickup. Yeah, that's a really good
this
one.
guy is not officially on the roster. He's a camp invite, but
Okay.
I'm going to talk about him like he's on the roster. Let's go to Caleb Ellaby, Western Michigan quarterback. This guy
picking up quarterbacks now,
was the top 10
baby.
quarterback in the class. 3,277 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 picks. 6'1", 210, sophomore last year.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. Just bring in all the quarterbacks you can, because the starting battle is obviously going to be between Drew Lock and Geno Smith. But Jacob Eason, I'm not sure I like him so much having a roster spot.
Why not try these
guys
out, right? Why not try the guys out?
Get him some competition. Yeah, get some young guys in there. Have some competition. It cannot hurt to have another quality quarterback in that room. So,
speaking of quarterbacks, we added another one here in Mr. Levi Lewis out of the University of Louisiana Lafayette. This guy is Mike. I'm loving the build of this guy. I just got to read him out to you. 5'10", 184, left-handed quarterback.
Bro, this is like he's like a Madden creative player right here. I love this. I love this so much.
You know, last year had solid numbers. He's the all-time touchdown passes leader for the Louisiana Lafayette Raging Cajuns.
Isn't that? Wait. That's where Josh Johnson went, right?
No, Louisiana Monroe. Everybody was saying that. Louisiana Monroe.
I was gonna say that. I probably watched this guy last year then when I was watching Josh Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay.
So last year accounted for 20 passing touchdowns.
Okay.
4 interceptions.
We like that ratio.
You know, this is once again, this dude's basically a lefty Kyler Murray.
Let's do it.
Gauging on the build.
Wait, so we're just taking players in this draft from other great players in our division. Like we took like Deebo Samuel and Tyrique Young. We got left-handed Kyler Murray, bro. I love it. I love it.
And Mike, I'm very happy to inform you that the next guy is practically a 6'7" Aaron Donald. No, I'm joking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
No.
He's like, you're wearing number 99. Oh, actually, I really wanted to wear number 99.
No. The next guy is Tyrese Deadman, the defensive back out of the University of Idaho, 6'1", 196 senior. Last year won. Hang on, wait a minute. No, I was reading that wrong. Last year had 1 interception, 4 passes defensed. Only 6 games played. I think his season was cut short due to injury.
Oh,
but you know,
that could mean that he was a draftable player that maybe the teams didn't want to touch because of injury, and then we scooped him up.
Carson Strong, dude. How about Carson Strong?
Yeah.
Didn't even get drafted because of his knees. Like I don't even.
Wait,
like, dude, you have to have bad knees.
I confused him with Bailey Zapp for a second because he went to
Bailey Zapp went above Sam Howell.
That was crazy to me. That was really crazy. And the Patriots too, though.
5th round.
The Patriots too. I was like, whatever. I feel like I figured out Belichick's plan. He won 6 Super Bowls with a tall, white, unathletic quarterback, and to replicate that, he just got 2 of them now. So he's good there.
For reference, Deadman, the last full healthy season he played, 12 games played in 2019, 60 total tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 10 interceptions, 2 interceptions, 8 passes defense, 2 forced fumbles. So
I was like, wow, 10 interceptions. Oh my god.
Yeah, a little bit more of a. I mean, this guy once again at 6. I'm going to call all these safeties and corners just defensive backs because obviously Seahawks have had a history of shuffling guys around from corner to safety and safety to corner.
And I think a lot of these guys who are safeties can play probably nickel for us too. That's kind of like what Ugo and Marquise Blair are kind of doing. So we'll shuffle them around. We'll get them where they fit.
Yeah. So next we are going to have Joey Blunt.
Dope last name. Just a dope last name.
Dude, defensive back out of University of Virginia. This dude last year, I mean, he played pretty well. He was third team All ACC.
Okay. We like that.
Season stats: 87 total tackles, 6 passes defense, 3 interceptions, 1 sack, 5 tackles for loss. Career numbers at 9 interceptions, 3 forced fumbles, 5.5 sacks. This guy seems like he's a little bit versatile. He's 6'2", 205.
That's good size.
Back. So
that's good size. Good
size. Maybe some upside there. He also retweeted my tweet, so he's automatically.
Get him on a pod, bro. Get him right now.
I'm trying, Mike. I'm trying.
That's funny.
I'm really trying.
I just want to say shout out Sam real quick. He is way better at getting athletes to respond than I am. He this year and last year after the draft, he was like, "I'm texting this guy. I'm texting." I'm like, dude, I texted.
And he's every single player I can DM. I DM, by the way.
Like, he's gonna be DMing the janitors at this point. So what was it like cleaning the toilet in floor 8 or whatever? Like,
dude, Al Woods used to tank that.
Bro, Wednesdays after practice were the worst, bro. That was Chipotle night at the facility.
Day after Taco Tuesday. That was crazy. No,
yeah.
I mean,
no, Sam go crazy with that. I DM a few guys. I DM Boy Mafe. I DM Charles Cross. No, wait, not Charles Cross. Kobe, did I DM? I don't even know.
Anyways, next up, Deontay Williams, 6'1", 205, defensive back out of Nebraska.
You guys noticing a trend of how many defensive backs we've acquired through the draft? And was it a need? Yes, it was.
This dude is last year 46 total tackles, 4 interceptions, 7 passes defense, 2 tackles for loss.
We like that. We like that.
Was a All ACC honor or All Big Ten honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that once again, upside guy. You don't know if he's going to play corner. I mean, I don't really have a whole lot to say about a lot of these signings. Just upside, talking about what they might bring to the squad.
And listen, there's a lot of UDFA guys that never make the roster, never do anything, and that's fine. And then every once in a while, you get a guy like a Doug Bolden. You know what I mean? Who's a great receiver for about 10 years. Jermaine Kearse, you can get Poona Ford. So
Ryan Monet. All these guys are undrafted.
These guys are undrafted, and
Jake Curran.
Jake Curran was solid last year. And again, you might not know him, or you might not be like, oh, this guy's a superstar, whatever. But 3-4 years down the line, you're going to appreciate the fact that we picked him up. So, just guys to watch out for. Obviously, I don't know every name on this list either, but these are just guys to know, guys who could be, contributors down the line, maybe.
Yeah. Now this is definitely one of the more notable guys who we have acquired so far. This is Shamarius Gilmore, the interior offensive lineman out of the University of Georgia State or Georgia State University. I just don't know anymore.
I think when it's a state, it goes Georgia State University, not the University of. I think that's how it goes for all.
Yeah,
like Florida State University. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead, Sam.
Yeah. So this dude, now Mike, last 2 years, all Sun Belt first team.
Okay.
2019 all Sun Belt third team, and 2017 and 2018 all Sun Belt honorable mention.
This guy played 5 years of college football. Wow.
Yeah. Long-time player.
Experience.
2-time team captain, 60 games, 59 starts, including 51 straight starts.
Wow. At guard or center?
At guard mostly, but I imagine that he'll possess some center upside.
Yeah. I would think so too.
The main way that this guy kind of got hyped up, dude is pushing plate, 36 reps.
He's pushing P, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah. I regret that as well. I don't cut the video, bro.
Yeah. Let's wrap this thing up. We're gonna restart from the top. No, Shamarius Gilmore. This dude has serious upside. He's a long-time starter.
Mm-hmm.
Just great depth on the offensive line. This is going to be like that Jake Curran type pick.
Yeah, I agree.
Sneaky pick to make the roster. I mean, this guy could. Do we have any backup guards on the roster?
Gabe Jackson, Damian Lewis. I think that might be it.
He might have an easy step in to be.
I think this guy's going to get some playing time this year. I really do think that.
And also, when you combine maybe him being able to move into center and just being a player to potentially mold.
Right. Yeah.
He's also a Sun Belt Conference honor roll. So
smart.
He's smart. You gotta be smart to run center. Trust me. I play center. You gotta be smart to run center.
Man. You do. You got to be very smart.
You gotta be able to pick stuff apart, and it's very important. But
I
really like Shamarius Gilmore.
Yeah, Shamarius Gilmore. Yeah, he's a guy that I think could get significant playing time this year. Out of all of the guys on this list, if I had to bet one guy to get the most amount of playing time, it would be him. I mean, again, it's like I sound like a broken record, but you can't get enough depth at, I feel like defensive line and offensive line. You just can't have enough guys there. It's kind of useless to have 4 quarterbacks. You know what I mean? It's kind of useless to have.
You only really need 2 quarterbacks.
You really only need 2.
You only you don't need to stack up on like 6 running backs, but O-line and D-line are the 2 positions that you could need a lot of depth, because a lot of times they get gassed. You need to keep fresh. You need to keep,
And I hate to say this too, but like, is there really so much of a drop off between like your backup running back to your third string running back? No, but there could be
the Seahawks when you got Chris Carson as your third string back. We're gonna be just fine. So
but that's the thing. It's like, if your left tackle goes out, I mean, you're gonna have some third string bozo at your left tackle, or you're gonna have to move a guy who's a guard or a center, whatever. Like, I mean, teams are really gonna be able to exploit that. So I'll never complain with more offensive line and defensive line depth, like I said.
Yeah. Next up, John Mitchell, wide receiver / tight end out of FAU. This dude's big, 6'4", 228.
You say he's a tight end?
Wide receiver / tight end.
Wide receiver / tight end. So he's giving me kind of Colby Parkinson kind of type of receiver is what I'm thinking. Which, by the way, I might need to see Colby Parkinson get some reps. Obviously, we got Noah Fant, and we just signed Will Dissly, which is probably my least favorite thing the Seahawks have done all offseason, if I'm being honest, is the Will Dissly contract. But you know what? Tight end is fine. Hope he can run block.
This dude last year, 19 catches, 257, 4 touchdowns.
Nice. Solid
stuff. Really solid stuff.
Nothing, again, earth-shattering, but you know what? That's pretty good.
The next one is also up there for guys who are more notable who we have picked up. This is Mr. Bubba Bolden at the University of Miami.
Bubba Bolden, man.
This dude's 6 DB, 6'3", 200 pounds. Transfer from USC. All ACC second teamer.
Nice.
And in 2020 was a Jim Thorpe Award finalist.
That's really good.
Or semifinalist. My bad. Semifinalist, but whatever.
That's good.
This year had no interceptions, 3.5 tackles for loss, 42 total tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss. I mean, I like it. I saw him play. Low key, he dresses exactly like Jamal Adams.
Really?
Exactly like
the arm
with the arm with the short sleeves and then like the armbands going all the way down.
The guy I was thinking the same thing. The guy the Bears took, there was a safety from, I think it was Penn State. He dresses exactly like Jamal too. And I was thinking like, damn, Jamal's a trendsetter, man. Like he's really out here.
He really is a trendsetter though. Like
he's really out here like styling the whole.
That.
If anything, if anything, he's worth the 2 first-rounders we traded for him just for his fashion sense. You know what I mean? So it's just one of those things with Jamal. You gotta love him, man. You gotta absolutely just love Jamal. So
you gotta love him.
But I like that style. I like the fact that he can play, DB, obviously a position of need. In case you haven't noticed, we've picked up about 100 DBs in the draft and in UDFA so far. So, I like it. I have no complaints.
Yeah, once again, no complaints here. I mean, I'm messing with it. The next one is a guy who I don't know much about. I'm not sure if I ever heard his name. But it is. Give me a second here. Pull him up. Mr. Rodney Coats, wide receiver from University of Western Florida or West Florida.
Rodney Coats. Why does that name sound familiar?
6'2", 195, redshirt senior. This year had a grand total of 656 yards on 38 catches with 6 touchdowns. Once again, kind of lengthy guy who has experience. might be able to step in and make a few plays there. Also had a big game versus the alma mater of one Tyrique Young and Lenore Ryan.
There we go.
So it's kind of interesting.
There we go.
A little bit of overlap for those who are interested in that kind of stuff. This next one is another one of those invites. This is a punter, Race Porter, out of UW.
So I said before that I never am going to get mad at like a 7th rounder or a UDFA, but I don't understand why we bring in a punter. Unless he can kick.
We're not signing him. We're just bringing him in for a tryout because we need to fill out a tryout. And he is from UW. Might make sense. His hometown is Seattle.
Yeah.
I mean, he
was
not
mad at him, but
I mean, he can't be that bad.
And you know what? Bring him in. Maybe he can kick a little bit. If not, who cares? It's a tryout. Michael Dixon is obviously going to win.
He's not going to make the roster. But
no, he's not going to make the roster. Yeah.
You never know when we run a fake punt and Michael Dixon gets cracked and you need a punter to come in.
Nah, man. He's gonna be John Ryan, bro. He gotta roll out off cross body, throw it halfway down the field, and then Bo Melton's gonna be wide open there. So that's the fantasy scenario I've made in my head. He's
gonna lateral it to Rodney Coats, who throws it back to Mr. Caleb Elevy.
And then Tyrique Young is behind him when he fumbles, and then Tyrique Young will pick it up and scoop his score. So obviously, like that's the plan, I think, right here. So
that's a drawn up play that we're gonna run. So just get ready for that.
Exactly. So Charles Cross will be blocking, obviously. Though Charles Cross and Abraham Lucas will bookend block it, and then
Yeah. Next up is Mr. Matthew Gotel.
Great last name once again.
Defensive lineman out of the University of West Florida as well. So we're kind of just going in and getting
some Western Florida. Whoever the local scout is in Florida will really can whisper into John Schneider's ear apparently.
Yeah, 6'4", 325. So this is a little bit of a bigger boy. Hometown of Tacoma, Washington. You gotta love those hometown dudes.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine like the Seahawks local scout went to like Western Florida's pro day and they're like, "I'm from Seattle. Please pick me up. I'm from Seattle."
He's like begging, just like, "Dude, please, come on."
Please. Yeah.
1.5 sacks on the year, 2.5 tackles for loss, 26 total tackles, 4 QB hits. This guy maybe seems like a bit of a run stuffer. He's a big boy, so really, once again,
he's gonna play fullback this year. Obviously a block for Kenneth Walker, so that's the plan for him.
Yeah. He's gonna be blocking for Tyrique Woolen, who's gonna lateral it to Kenneth Walker. So just be ready.
We basically just got William Perry in the UDFA, so greatest pickup of all time. No, I'm just kidding, but that's Is that the whole list of guys?
No, we have actually one more dude who has picked up. Vi Jones. Linebacker out of NC State. Junior last year, 6'3", 227, 6 total sacks, 25 tackles. I like the name Vi, short for Levi. So
Dub.
It's kind of cool. It's kind of dope. Got a nickname. It always helps to have a nickname. I found out that Kenneth Walker's nickname is K9, which is dope.
That's a badass nickname. For a running back, that's badass.
Well, it's because Kenneth is K, and then he wore number 9, so they just called him K9.
Oh, that was like the dog.
Well, it is, though.
That's I know. The thing. No, I was thinking of like, that's how he's a dog. Like, that's why they call him K9.
They call Kobe Bryant the Red Mamba. That's what he said.
Okay, that is badass. That is so dope.
I don't know if we're going to be able to call him the Red Mamba here. He might have to be like the Blue Mamba or something like that, but you never know.
Yeah.
And Bo Melton's nickname, or his name is Bo. Like, how is that a bad
Bo knows. Bo knows, man. Bo knows.
Yeah,
come on.
Bo knows.
That's all you got to know.
I mean, listen. I'm messing with everything here. We're getting 2 people on the podcast.
Fingers crossed.
Amazing. Yeah. One of them being Mr. Charles Cross. No, I'm sorry. No, I mean,
Russell Wilson is actually going to apologize to the Seahawks on our podcast.
Yeah, he's coming on the podcast.
Speaking of which, I just have to mention this in a video because I saw it the other day. Did you see that goofy ass, corny ass shit Russell Wilson pulled the other day with the Broncos?
Yeah.
That was
God. I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Oh, hey, we're gonna take you at number 9 as he's in full Broncos gear. Like, bro, I love Russell Wilson, but man, it is so much harder to swallow all that corny shit when he's not my quarterback. Man, it is.
It is a bit.
Russ, what are you doing, man?
It's a bit tough. I mean, yeah, it's a bit tough to swallow.
And then
but,
he's trying to trademark that whole.
Did you see what Nick Bonito tweeted?
I saw. Okay, dude, did you see that?
Back in 2018, Nick Bonito, who's drafted by the Broncos, tweeted, "Bro, Russell Wilson ain't it."
That's awesome. That's
or is
awesome.
it like Russell Wilson for real ain't all that or whatever? And I'm just like,
oh my God, that's hilarious. That's hilarious, dude. I also hate how he's trying to.
CJ Stroud is a Seahawks fan.
What?
In 2016, he tweeted, and there was like one of those things where that was like where there was like a bunch of numbered questions you would retweet, and then you with your answer it said favorite NFL team, and he retweeted with Seahawks. It's written.
The stars are aligning perfectly. I mean, come on. Kenneth Walker, didn't he? Not Kenneth Walker. Kobe Bryant said I saw that his dad used to talk to him all the time about like the Legion of Boom, and like Cam and Earl and Sherm. Like, come on, man. Like it's just aligning perfectly. I just need Bryce Young to be a Seahawks fan. He's from California. It's not that far of a stretch. I'm gonna just need Bryce Young to be a Seahawks fan. CJ Stroud's already a Seahawks fan. If Will Anderson could be a Seahawks fan, that'd be great.
Yeah, Will Anderson, go ahead, be a Seahawks fan.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to be a Seahawks fan, that's fine, dog. You know what I mean? But
yeah, it's up to. I mean, it's up to you. But I'm gonna make you a Seahawks fan. By the way, Mike,
it's up to you. Host like $5 bill.
Was not drafted for if you're wondering.
That's the biggest of because every time I would see him, it'd be like in the 5th and 6th round, and I said on this podcast, I said he is undraftable. That's what I said verbatim. So glad to know that I'm just as good as the NFL scouts. Not to toot my own horn, but
by the way, Slade Bolden has not signed anywhere.
That's crazy to me. He's gonna be a Patriot.
Even the Patriots turned him away because he's Mac Jones' best friend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and like jokes aside, with all the he's a white receiver, like he is very close with Mac Jones. Oh, I just got an update on Josh Jobe. Guess where he's signing?
Eagles. I know he's signed with the Eagles.
Oh, way to take the thunder out of that, Sam. Appreciate it, Doug.
Sorry.
No, you good. But yeah, that's I don't like Slade Bolden either, to be honest. I know Brian Robinson went early 3rd to was it the Commanders? That was crazy to me. That was a little too high, but yeah.
I mean,
but yeah. So that's what I'm missing.
I'm very happy with everything that's materialized. Quick note, also, Pete Carroll and John had a press conference after today, like they have had the last few days, and he tweeted, and he was quoted as saying, "It's quote really important that to see a deal done with DK Metcalf, and the communication with DK and his agents has been fluent and great. Hopefully, this will all work out. We don't plan on him going anywhere else. We want him to be with us." Like we said, a little bit of a concerning thing here is AJ Brown's and Deebo Samuel's agent is also DK Metcalf's agent. So it's a very fragile situation there.
I say let's make a whole video just about that. I think that's a good little whole video right there. We can't end this video off of that tangent.
Yeah,
we're gonna save that for a whole video.
Yeah, I mean, anyways, guys, stay tuned for some very fun content coming soon. Mm-hmm. If you guys know what happened last year, it's happening twice.
Both things you're thinking of are happening again. We're running out of ideas.
Something different, like
we are completely running out of ideas. The well is dry.
The well is drying.
There's only so many Seahawks videos you can make. All right, we're having to double dip this. I'm just kidding.
We're gonna be bringing We Hoopin' on the podcast.
Actually, is that
Seahawks?
Seahawks are poverty. I'm like, dude, oh my god,
dude. Yeah,
there is a few TikTokers, Seahawks fans that I was thinking about maybe. And I'll have to talk to you about them. I'll have to talk to you about them. Yeah.
I mean, that's all I know. You gotta ask him. Anyways, that's gonna wrap it up. Leave your thoughts on the Seahawks chapter.
I heard Margot Robbie's a Seahawks fan, so I'll have to ask her too when I meet
her. Ariana Grande is a Seahawks fan though.
Is she actually?
Yeah, she sang the national anthem at a Seahawks game once.
Yeah, dude, she loves the Seahawks. She sang the national anthem one time.
You wore a Russell Wilson jersey that was bedazzled.
I know. I've seen that picture. Trust me.
It's actually my background. Oh my God. But
I wish Selena Gomez was a Seahawks fan. I would never shut up about that. That would never not be my phone background.
Anyways, that's gonna.
We've been trying to end this video. Just keep going.
Yeah, I just got. Mike is like, anyways, Selena Gomez. I'm like, anyways, let's go wrap it up.
yeah. We're gonna end this right here.
By the way, for you guys who don't know Mike, you gotta cut him off when he gets in Selena Gomez stuff. You gotta cut him off real quick.
I just keep going. I don't stop. I just keep going.
He'll keep talking. One time we were like 40 minutes into a video, and Mike went on a 45-minute long rant about Selena Gomez.
I did. I'm pretty sure I talked about her new album and how good it was, and Sam was just like.
Yeah, I was tuned out. I was actually I was just watching reality TV or whatever.
And just a little life advice for you guys. Somebody's not paying attention to anything you're saying. If after you're done they go, anyways, they just go, that's how you know they're not paying attention.
Because they're just waiting to change the subject. But
right.
Anyways, no, but that's gonna wrap it up. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.